Basketball star Brittney Griner pleaded guilty to drug charges in a Russian courtroom on Thursday, just before she was handed a note from President Joe Biden with the hope that a guilty plea might be her best shot at a lenient sentence. But in experts' opinion, they fear that this is a sham trial and that the WNBA player admitted to taking hashish oil into Russia by accident because she had been in a hurry when she packed. Brittney sets an example of being brave. She decided to take full responsibility for her actions, as she knows that she is a role model for many people. Statements from Griner's Russian legal team from Moscow's legal center considered the nature of her case, the insignificant amount of the substance, and her personality and history of positive contributions to global and Russian sports. The defense hopes that the plea will be considered by the court as a mitigating factor, and there will be no severe sentence. The lawyer said that the attorneys said they expected Griner's trial to conclude around the start of August, and she's already been in jail about 4 months. They actually only found small amounts of hash oil and vape pens in her luggage. And Brittney, she did admit that she made a mistake. And she hopes that the Russian authorities recognize that humbling act and respond with compassion. Reverend Al Sharpton said in a statement passed on by Griner's team that he and her wife and other NBA players will rally on Friday in Chicago to call for her release, even though they're in fear that Griner could face a maximum sentence of 10 years. But some say it's being used as a bargaining chip by Moscow against Washington amid the fallout from Russia's invasion of Ukraine. She is in the fight of her life right now, which is why we'll be in Chicago to show our support for Brittney and for the administration and their efforts to bring her home as soon as possible, which was said by Al Sharpton. We must all continue to pray she finds strength through this challenging time. Griner's guilty plea came a day after Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris called Griner's wife to offer assurance that his administration is working to free the basketball star. As she arrived in court on Thursday, Brittney Griner was given a note from Joe Biden, which he had earlier read to his wife over the phone. The message was in response to one the basketball player had written to the president on July the 4th begging for freedom. And she said this, Griner. She said, as I sit here in a Russian prison alone with my thoughts and without the protection of my wife, family, friends, Olympic jersey, or any accomplishments, I'm terrified I might be here forever, is what Griner wrote. And you never know. In high politics, they do use people as bargaining chips. We just don't know. But what we do know is that Russia is already in a war with Ukraine, and the United States of America is sticking their hand in it a little bit. I don't follow the war that much, but I hear bits and pieces here and there. They're funding them, giving them different military equipment to fight against Russia. So, yeah, she could be a bargaining tool. Or maybe she couldn't be a bargaining tool. because we have to think about it. America is a very lenient place. This is a place where you can murder 10 people and still not get the death penalty. Just get a life sentence in jail. So this place is lenient. Other places might not be as lenient as this place. They are more harsher. They're more like, hey, you bring drugs on a plane to our country, we're going to prosecute you to the fullest of the law. And that is case in point. When you go to some of these countries, your ass will be in jail forever for a nickel bag of weed. So we definitely have to take that in consideration, that these people move different than they do in America. In America, you could be dead wrong and they'll still protest for you and make it as if you're not the one that was victimizing the other people. You know what I'm saying? They'll make the suspect seem as if he's the victim because this is the American way. So I don't know, but I give my prayers to the sister, you know, hoping that she does, you know, not get mistreated while she's in that system over there in Russia. But at the same time, those are Russian laws. We'll be bitter about it because we don't understand their laws. Everybody's laws are not going to be like American laws. You can do crimes and get on probation. In some places, they're not going to play with you. And that's just the bottom line. But with that, just let me know your thoughts. Do you think she's being used as a pawn by Russia? And if she is, what shall we do? What should we do as a country? Should we let her rot, or should we intervene and say, hey, let my people go? And with that, I'm going to say this is the news in you. North, east, west, south. Unite from every alley in Cali, intersection and back street. Subscribe to the channel and hit the thumbs up on your way out the door.